Jelly gouache. Oh wait, it's upside down. Jelly gouache, a very satisfying and very trendy art medium. But there is one question that is yet to be answered. Is it light fast? Well, let's find out. Hello, I'm Zakira and welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing the results of my Himi Jelly Gouache light fastness test. This video is a disaster! This is why I'm supposed to record my voiceovers and shoot the footage separately, my gosh! Anyway, let's try that again. I'm going to be showing the results of my Himi Jelly Gouache light fastness test. In case you missed it, a couple months back I posted a review video for this 24-piece Himi Miya Jelly Gouache set, and in the video I mentioned making a light fastness test. And this is the video where I show the results. It's a little bit late, but better late than never. Later this week, I'll be posting another video where I'll be painting some commission work I finished recently using these paints and chatting some more about light fastness and my views on it, and giving some various tips on how to utilize student grade materials for personal and professional work. So stick around! Yeah, great! Okay, let's get into it. Alright, so I put this on the window on September 9th, and today is October 14th, so just a little bit over 1 month. And let's see the results. Oh boy. Oh wow. Okay. So clearly the purples and pinks are very noticeably discolored. This color and this color is actually exactly the same, by the way. I accidentally swatched it twice, which is why I put Dingleberry down there. But yeah, I mean, this one is probably the most profoundly noticeable. I have noticed when I did this test before with other paints, purples do tend to struggle the most. But what I'm pleasantly surprised by is that the greens look pretty much unchanged, like at all. Same with most of the blues. I can see some discoloration here. You can see that line. This peachy skin tone color did fade quite a bit, which is a little disappointing because you're gonna use this color a lot probably if you do a lot of portraits and whatnot. As for like the reds and the oranges, they also look pretty darn decent. I mean, again, I can see just tiny little hint of a line here. Yeah, I mean, most of the other colors are pretty great. I mean, this pink up here, you can see the line right there. So let me go grab the set and show the actual cups. So these are the 4 main colors that showed the most issues with light fastness. There's this violet purple kind of color, Dingleberry as I called it, which is the light purple, pastel kind of purple here. Then there's the peachy skin tone kind of color right here. And then this light pink right here. This sort of indigo blue also shows a bit of a noticeable lightening in the color here. That would be this color right here. It's the one that looks almost like black, but it's blue. And also this pink, this sort of hot pink color. Those are like second place in the non-light fastness category. But everything else held up surprisingly well. Considering the price point for these paints, this is considered a student grade paint, which are usually not light fast. They held up very well, except for these 4 colors. And thankfully with these paints, even though the purples are all not light fast, the red seems fine, most of the blues seem fine, so you should be able to create, mix your own purples if you need them in your paintings. So what I have done here is put a little piece of tape on the colors that are the least light fast so that I remember them for the future in case I want to make a painting that I don't know, that I'll sell or something, then I'll just be sure to avoid those colors. These are the actual color names, by the way. I checked it on the bottom of the box. They have a little bit of a color code at the bottom of the box. So it's pretty much, it's all of the purples plus the nude that struggled the most. And there you go. This is a voiceover now, by the way. That was the light fastness test results for the 24-piece Himi Miya Jelly Gouache set. I know there are other brands now of jelly gouache that look really, really similar, but I can't say if these results are at all related to any other paints other than this particular brand and particular set of paints. But you know, if you have a different brand, you can always do your own test as well, which I highly encourage people to do because light fastness tests are really easy and anyone with a sunny window can do it. But back to this particular set, the names of the 4 most faded colors again are nude, violet, pale purple, and purple rose. And the second most faded colors were Prussian blue and rose. Those two showed minimal but still noticeable fading, and the rest of the colors pretty much had no change that I could see. Now, if kept exposed to the sun for a longer period of time, it is possible that more of the colors would begin to show signs of fading. It's actually a little bit ironic because I was so late with getting this video up, I could have left the test results on the window for longer. But I didn't, so we only get 1 month. But I personally don't see that much longer period of time causing fading as something to really worry too much about, and I'll talk about that more in my next video. But for now, those were the results, and hopefully this info is helpful to you guys whether you have these paints or are looking to get them. Like I mentioned earlier, I will be posting another video really soon where I'll do a little painting using these jelly gouaches and discussing the various ways you can do professional work with them, or really with any art supplies you want. That video and this one was actually originally going to be one and the same, but it would have been a really long video, so instead I split them up. But in many ways I consider that next video as a continuation of this one, so be sure to stay tuned for that. And that one's gonna be a lot more chill and a lot, you know, textbook Zakura. But for now, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful or useful. And if you did, please be sure to hit that thumbs up and subscribe and share it with a friend who uses these paints. Also be sure to hit that little bell so you stay notified on upcoming videos. And before you go, if you have a minute, be sure to leave a comment down below letting me know what you think. If you'd like to check out my shop or subscribe to my newsletter, all that and more can be found over on my website, zakura.com. Link is in the description box. And until next time, stay awesome, stay inspired, always. See ya!